Hey everyone! So I decided to do a book review to space out um series review and all that stuff. So this book review is actually a book review. Um I was just on Tiny Chat and I asked for book reviews, and one of the book reviews that was requested was 13 Reasons Why. I do not have the book physically in front of me, but um overall you guys should know what it looks like. You guys can always just go on YouTube and look up this story. Um, because I've already read it. I read it last year and I'm pretty clear about, like, I've loved that book. That is actually one of my favorite books of all time. If you guys would like, you can always you know, just check the summary. But I'm not going to do too much spoiling with this specific review. This is just my general thoughts. Um, Again, if I am going to spoil, it'll be very bits and pieces and it'll be towards the end. So basically, the story 13 Reasons Why is a book written by Jay Asher. It is a fictional story, it's not like it's real. Basically, the story is about this girl named Hannah Baker, and if you guys have not even seen, I did some tapes um, of Hannah Baker. It's on my Love That Charmed 12 channel. I did a couple tapes of Hannah Baker. It is an amazing story. It is one of the stories that really captivates you um, as you read it. It depressed me a little bit because I kind of know Hannah's situation. Basically, it is about this guy named Clay. It is told in that perspective. Clay is one of Hannah's friends. We can gather that information considering he was concerned about Hannah when he heard the tapes. And this isn't too much a spoiler. You kind of know this right off the bat, is that Hannah killed herself, and a lot of people don't truly know why, what was going through her head. So I know a lot of people wonder if someone killed themselves, what went on through their head, especially if you know that person. Um, well, anyway, Hannah Baker basically talks about these 13 tapes that each person, there are 13 sides to the story. So there are certain specific people that have somehow created a snowball effect to the point where she literally, by the time the 13th person was whatever they did to truly hit home to her, that made her make her final decision. And I think that a lot of people, this is a very difficult book to read sometimes because it can get depressing. I'm not gonna lie, throughout most of the book, I was kind of in that I hate my life kind of phase because you can't help but feel like it's so well written by this guy to really pull out the information of what a girl would feel like. And it's crazy because she talks about um, most of the story centers around one person, and that one person creates that snowball because what they did can really just push things into make such as spreading rumors that causes another rumor to hit that really affects people. And I think it's a great story. Jay Asher is truly an amazing talented author, and this book, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could read it in school, but you can always buy it for cheap or something. All right, now let's get into the spoilers of this book. I'm doing a little bit, not too much. I'm not going to talk to you about the last person, especially the last person. I want that to be a surprise. But basically, this is a spoiler. Spoiler. So, the guy named Clyde, he did have kind of a thing going on with Hannah. But the first person, throughout the entire book, you know that a lot of it's going through the tapes, behind the tapes, and through Clay's thoughts. And you know that this one guy, I believe it was Tony. Yeah, Tony. He is the guy that basically is the holder of the second tapes. So I thought when I read the book, I was like, wow, because he, um, that's where, Clay got the Walkman from. So it's crazy that that's how it works. But I just found it really creepy that one part, like when you read this, it's almost eerie to the ears when you read when she says, because imagine if you heard someone's voice after they just died. It's so eerie, and it does kind of feel like in a way they're there. Um, so I was legit like, oh my God, this is scary. It's very difficult to get through that book without feeling really depressed. And I feel like if you, I mean, it's depends. I would not suggest you, if you're a depressed person, to read this because it's a sad book. It talks about how her life ended and how these people in her life could have done something to stop her from making the ultimate decision to end her life. And Clay was one of those people that I think, I mean, I don't blame him. He felt guilty for when he could have done something to help her. And yeah, I mean, in my view, I think in a way, Hannah is a coward. She's a coward because she felt like everything was her fault. And really, she didn't have a horrible life. I mean, it started off as a rumor um, that was made from her boyfriend, Justin. And that to me is, I mean, I don't know if that would personally hurt me. I mean, friends backstabbing, yeah, it can hurt you because they backstab you, but no, I felt like she should have talked. I mean, she did talk to certain someone that ultimately made her decision, but it was just, why go through so much trouble to do this? Like, it's hard. It's a great story, though. I think it was really well written because you caught that crazy, eerie environment. So I really recommend this book. This I would give 5 stars without a doubt. It's just an amazing book to read um, throughout the entire book. Again, I would not recommend you read this when you're really upset because it is going to kind of bring you down. It is a sad story and it makes you feel bad for Hannah because, you know, it's just something that a lot of these people around her couldn't have done. And yeah, so it's really hard, but it teaches a message. So that's why it's a good idea to keep it in schools. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this. I know it's kind of a long review, but it's a decent review to give you a nice idea of the story without revealing too much of the plot. The story is great. I think that if you guys um, give it a chance, it's going to become one of your favorite books. So yeah, I hope you guys like this review and let me know in the down bar, down bar any other books you want me to read. I know I've read 13 Reasons Why. If you guys want me to review Nicholas Sparks books, I can do that. Especially Last Song, Dear John, and stuff. I love those. So let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.